1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor Gear.
I would not be an advocate
Trevor,
for it, but I would respect it. You know, I would respect it, and I don't look at it in a legal term. I don't look at it like if it's legal, why not? That's not how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at life as being precious, as being sacred. That's it. Now, when it comes to a loved one, it's different, isn't it? Because you know, you could advise anybody about anything in life, but when it comes to a loved one, it's different. You know, you have to be more, because it's closer to home. So you give him more attention. You give him more than the usual attention, don't you? So if it's a loved one and they wanting to do that, you know, where I would draw the line is, where do you draw the line? Where do we draw the line as a society? Where do we draw the line, right? Because there might be situations that I'm in, and I feel like, well, I just want to die. But it's not life-threatening. It's not. I'm not in pain, medically speaking. I'm not in pain, physically speaking. But I'm in pain emotionally, and I just want this pain to end. Now, if I brought that argument forward and say, well, you have a point there. Yours is, you know, physical, medical. Mine, I feel the same way. It's relative. I feel the same way you feel about yours, but only in a different way. You feel pain, right? I feel pain as well. So where do we draw the line about people taking their lives rather than, you know, so that's where I would say I would still stick to respect, the respect for life. I would still stick with that and say, well, this is my opinion. I respect life, and I don't think life should be taken, even though it's a loved one. You know, I would go with principle, my principle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think what it also shows for everybody really is that, God forbid, but until people get into that situation, nobody really knows. You know, if you're not walking a mile in somebody else's shoes, you don't really know what they go through. So it's obviously very easy to sort of say, well, this is what I would do, or etc., etc. But maybe it wouldn't be in the event. I mean, you know, you mentioned suicide. If somebody themselves wanted to take their own life, and of course that happens at quite alarming rates in this country and in every country. It's a majority of men who do it, and I believe the number is between 14 and 18 people die a day through suicide on average, and I think 14 of the 18 people are men. So it's an interesting, you know, slant on that. Suicide actually used to be, I think it was some years ago, but it used to be illegal, which sounds a bit strange, because if somebody kills themselves, you may say, well, it's illegal, so what, you can't punish them. But I think where it was illegal is that it would if somebody committed suicide, it would nullify any insurance policies, because they would have a suicide clause. If somebody on this life insurance commits suicide, then they won't pay out the money. So that's why it was illegal. I don't believe it's illegal now, and it would be rather, as I've said, a bit stupid really, just for a government to say you're not allowed legally to kill yourself. So, I mean, people do clearly get to the end or the edge of what they can tolerate. So you can sort of understand why that happens. But as I say, if it's a partner, a long-time partner, not even a long-time partner, but someone you love and they're suffering and there's no cure for that, no way around it, and there are sadly such illnesses, then maybe we would, because I am with you in what you said, but maybe we would see it a bit differently if we had to actually face that situation ourselves. Okay, well, to try and raise the bar a bit, do you think fairy tales are good for children?
I think fairy tales are good for children. Yeah, of course.
You do?
Yeah, because there's a learning process in every stage in life has to be lived and has to be acknowledged and also has to be celebrated in a way. Now, the example that I was going to give is you can't tell a kid a real life story. They'll switch off just like that. You can't say to a kid, a 5-year-old, for instance, you got to be responsible with money, because if you save your money, you can get a mortgage. It's not used to them. So there's a stage in life.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us. Please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show. His contribution's thoughtful and smart.